So you as the viewer,
I only have one thing.
and I say viewer because there's only one of you, must be wondering, where has Zach been? He's been gone. And
With the clone.
well, the clone was also, we had to remove the clone as well. This is the clone Zach. This is clone Zach.
I met Zach like 2 weeks ago.
No, that was the clone. That was him.
Who's this then?
This is the clone.
And who did he suck off?
Oh,
The original Zach. The original Zach's gay. But Zach had to be on leave. He was at sensitivity training. He said some very bigoted remarks on one of the podcasts that we had to delete the entire episode. He really hates.
don't say.
Beep, beep, and the beeps and the
I'm trying to think of something I could say that he hates.
I know what he hates.
red M&M's.
Whoa,
Dude.
I'm gonna bleep that out. Whoa, what the fuck?
Look at the camera and tell me you don't.
Wow.
I also hate.
Oh.
I hate the way that it's all wavy.
I don't
And
even allow it
stuff.
in my house.
I would never dare touch my lips till some.
Chris is like, I'm a fucking saint. I love everything and everybody.
I'd fuck. All right, welcome back to
racist.
episode. Huh?
Huh?
Bigoted?
No. Bridgerton.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 38 of the Shitpost HQ podcast. I'm joined by the boys.
Furniture warehouse.
Clone Zach.
Mondi.
Shurmango. Okay.
Shumba.
Well, let's get right into it this week. I thought it'd be interesting if we discussed drugs again.
Big surprise.
Wow.
What else we
One
got?
thing, it's just a
Wow,
small
guys.
thing.
All right. How was the Molly party?
Forget about that.
How was the lasagna party?
Okay, what do you got?
It's just a small debate I had at work today with the Mexican
About
guy.
lasagna. Hey!
Whoa.
Hey! Why'd you have to bring race into this, huh? Everyone's lasagna
I'm
around
not
here.
racist, but I hate lasagna.
I think this is I don't know. I think he's not understanding. And my point is, so it's like we're standing by the slab that's just been cut, and we're supposed to put it on carts. And so, when there's a piece that's obviously so big, too many to carry it, and like he was just kind of standing there, staring, and I went up and I grabbed the one end of one long piece and kind of shimmy it over, and I'm looking right at him, and the obvious thing that should happen here is he goes, "Oh, I'll grab the other end," and he just kept looking at me, and I'm like, "You want to grab the other end?" And he goes, "You never say please," and my opinion is you say please if it's something like a personal task. Like, can you personally help me with this? I need your help. Can you please help me here? I'm saying I don't need to say please because I'm not asking him to help me this. I'm asking him to work at this place that I work at and do your job. You see a 2-person job, you're the second person, grab the thing. So there's no please next to it. There's no please help me. It's just
Preach.
bro, grab the thing. See it?
Yeah, no, I think you're a huge
grab it?
asshole, dude.
What?
Yeah, you're a huge asshole.
I literally say please every time, man.
And he's like, you never say please. I'm like,
Okay, but was he like actually upset?
he thinks I'm very much in the wrong.
So when you ask him, he looks at you and he's willing to do it, but you just need to say please.
Yes,
Is that
but
what
I
we're
don't-
going off of?
I don't want to say please. It's just he works there, I work there. Just
Get the job done.
wake up, pay attention. Okay, you say there's a piece
Time-
there.
time
pick
is
it up,
money,
put your
baby.
hands
Time
on
is
it.
money.
That's it.
You know what I think the real issue deep down is?
Lasagna.
Well, we'll get to that. Just too early. We'll get into that later. But I think that how much older is this gentleman than you?
He's younger.
He's younger
What?
than you?
Oh,
I had a completely different picture painted in my head.
too, right?
See, I was picturing like an older fellow that was
Yep.
like, this kid's just like a young hotshot. He's not polite. And I thought that was the whole issue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm fucking
he's
wrong.
He's like 23, 24.
Okay.
Maybe younger.
All right, now he's just a little shit. Got it.
Is he kind of soy?
Yeah, he's gay. But that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
I guess gay and soy, you know, that's, you know.
I have
don't
no
think
idea.
so.
He's a soy
I have no
boy.
idea what soy is.
Soy?
Yeah.
Just like
The sauce.
Yeah,
It's
just soft. Just a soft.
It's
boy.
like a
No, the sauce.
it's like a protein alternative for vegetarians.
Let's go to soy
Now,
boys
to be
in
fair, I'm
Toronto.
not saying all gay men are soft. I'm saying he's a bottom, and that's why he's soft.
Are all bottoms soft?
Probably.
Defend yourself in front of a
Unless you're
huge
a
gay
power
audience.
Bottom. That's an It's Always
Man.
Sunny bit, if anybody knows that.
If
Unless
this
you're a
was
power
live
bottom.
right now, we would be done.
Marcus has already been fired from his job.
Wait. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought you got fired. My mind moves 3 seconds slower than the rest.
Wait, hang on.
Okay, so you ended
I
up.
just got a text. I'm fired?
What the fuck?
Wait, so was this actually a debate or was this just a situation?
It could turn into a
where-
longer form conversation
Yeah, it
where
turned
he's
into
was
a
he
longer
petty?
debate where I kept explaining my side, and he just kept
Was he being
explaining his.
petty? Is that something that could be?
No, I don't see him. He's just like, I want to, it'd be nice if you say please. And it's like,
Maybe the man just wants some respect.
Eh.
Maybe the man just wants some respect. Maybe.
See, I'll meet you in the middle. I don't say, yo, you want to do this? Because obviously he doesn't fucking want to do anything.
yeah, and do you think I do?
No, but
just
I
work
just,
there,
I
man.
just like, I don't know. Like I've never said, yo, you want to do this. I'm just not that way. I say, yo, can you help me by grabbing, like I would literally.
Those are the two alternates I would use. It's either like, it's because I was looking right at him. It's like, do you want to grab the other end? Or it's like, yeah, can you do that? Can you grab the other piece?
Yeah, if somebody says,
Inside?
can you? I'd be like, sure.
Did you say, can you, or did you say, do you?
Do you want
I
to?
think I said, do you want to? Because I was looking.
at him.
I think those are two are the
I think
same.
he was also a little
I mean,
surprised.
Can you and do you want to?
Yeah, because do you
Not sure.
want to?
Do you want to is more of a like,
Right, and
You
you're not
wanna?
his supervisor,
I
right?
think the question is, do you want to fuck him, or
I'm not
can
his
you fuck
supervisor,
him?
but I know what I'm doing more than he does, for sure. What did you
Not again. Not the side laugh again.
I wish you saw you guys look at each other. You guys are fucking meant for each other.
I'm drooling.
Holy hell.
Never that funny.
Look at them, they're brothers.
I didn't hear what they said.
Literally nothing. Like, when you're like a little kid and you can't stop fucking laughing to save your goddamn life. That's what's happening right now.
Fuck. Yo, we need to stop swinging.
So you had a little bit.
Okay, but
Of,
I would say in this debate that I'm with you. If it's a job like that, maybe I'll say please once in a blue moon, because I think it's inherently I just say it if I ask someone to do something. But in a very clear example like this, like right now when Zach saw me pick up the couch to move it, I didn't say please. He just knew what was expected to be done and he
Correct.
did it.
Yeah.
So I'd say in the majority of the instances, that's the correct way to handle it. And I think he was just being fucking sensitive, and that's okay.
I'm on your side.
Yeah, I'm on your
I'm
side.
on your
If
side.
I went out of my way in the middle of the day to go over to him and be like, hey,
Yeah.
can you please come help me with this? Then I would say
That's
please.
different.
Yeah.
Which I agree. Yes.
Can you please come help me with something I
But if
personally
it's literally
require
your
help with?
responsibility, you don't need to say please.
I also agree that you didn't need to say please, but I took the side road to mention that I would usually go about it another way than, yo, you want to do this. But yeah, no,
But it's
pleases.
also a very relaxed work environment, whereas like it doesn't feel corporate where like I have to just be like,
Yeah, especially because he's
hello,
younger.
please, fellow. It's just like
fellow.
we call each other
This man
like
calls-
bitch and like stuff all the time.
You there,
Like,
employee number 15757.
Do it now.
You want to grab the other side of this shit?
Yeah, literally. You get the fuck over here and help me. That's how it should be.
Yeah, more so than a please thing. If people started saying please in a hands-on work environment, you're gonna get some old dudes that are just laughing their fucking asses off.
That's correct.
Like
The boomers.
Excuse me, Roy. could you please give me a hand? He's like, oh fuck, I guess.
Roy Henderson from Henderson
the other
County
thing he
Sheriff's
did-
Office.
Or he's done like a couple times. It's like in the morning, we get there, then we change. You change into like other clothes. So I walk in to like the staff area. He's already there. He's like getting his clothes out of his bag, neatly, slowly folding them, taking them out, like just dilly-daddling. I walk around the corner. Hey, grab my stuff from my locker, walk into the washroom to change. And he goes, oh, I was going to use that. Yeah.
You're not.
But you're not. But you're over there.
Man
And I
shouldn't have
just
been
grabbed my
tiddly
clothes and I
widdly.
walked in. What do you mean? Of course, we're all changing. Yes, of course. If you would have been a little faster, you would have been the first one in there. But guess what? You weren't. You were just standing there.
That's
holding
funny.
your clothes.
He's a slow poke.
Slow poke. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it is, son? You're just a fucking winner.
Yes.
And you know what winners get? Whatever the fuck they want. Good for you.
If you ain't last,
No,
you're
winners
first.
they get changed first.
I'm just gonna change.
And if you're lucky,
Ooh.
you'll get the lasagna. You'll get to eat his lasagna.
Just like, hey, I was gonna eat that. It's like, oh well, too bad. You were too slow to eat your own lunch.
Ooh.
Your own ass. I mean lunch. What? Interesting. That is so. There's a little bit of a beef going on there. You know, Marcus's little work
Some
beef.
patties.
Yeah, it sounds like he just doesn't like you.
Ooh.
No, I don't think it's that. Maybe a little bit, but also the way he's going about to articulate it is like so petty. But also,
Well, yeah,
might
that's
just
what,
be
that's
petty.
what I said. Petty.
Yeah, a little petty.
Sounds a little petty to me, to
Yeah.
be honest. Out of anything,
It's either like
or he,
culture thing, or
it could
him
actually
thing.
it could be a culture thing. It could be a culture thing, or he grew up disrespected and he
All
wants
tells
some
us all the
respect in
time,
his
though,
life
is
now.
just how different culture is in Mexico versus here.
Hmm.
Like
And which way does he
telling
say?
him about the weekend and about our different. Oh, this time we did shrooms, and then like he just talked for like 10 minutes. He went on a rant about how different the cultures are, and that people don't just talk about doing drugs with their friends because you would be labeled a degenerate, and every Mexican in the 10-kilometer radius would know about it within 10 minutes and call you degenerate. And
I just hope you know I consider you guys all degenerates.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah. Okay.
just
not
you
just
know,
Mexicans.
in the Romanian circle, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
because there's probably a level of facade that everyone
course.
puts on. You know,
Of course.
I guess we. drop
I'd
in.
say that a lot of Eastern European cultures are very facade driven. And I saw it happen all the time. I would have friends who weren't inherently like well off, but they'd be going back to Serbia or Bosnia, and all of a sudden everyone's got brand new clothes, brand new wardrobe. And it's like, I know your parents don't make that much money. And like this trip is already gonna be expensive, and all of a sudden you're draped out in fucking like effectively the middle class designer all of a sudden. Like it's just you guys are trying to paint the picture back home, and it happens all the time.
Eddie Bauer, Calvin Klein,
Michael Kors,
Michael Kors.
Guess.
Guess. Oh, that's a big one.
Yes.
And when
a
your
big one.
parents pretend to be friends with someone that they're not even really friends with, just to like
Keep it- yeah.
maintain appearances and
Just
like,
to like fuck them and shit.
That's literally. Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Like
hey.
Marcus and his coworker. Everyone knows he fucks you.
That's literally all Eastern European culture. Like what
Yeah,
you
it
explained.
is.
Like,
It is.
just-
Which is so
we all know it.
Yeah.
which is so absurd to me to live your life like that.
Yeah, my parents don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Zero.
It's awesome.
That's the best.
Tell me, what is it like to grow up whiter than sour cream?
So I'm not gonna mess.
Great.
Great. Yeah.
I guess I just didn't know.
Ooh. Hey, ignorance is bliss.
It is. It is bliss. It is. Like
Yeah,
if
so
I
I
think
kinda-
about it, because your parents are relatively introverted. They just keep to themselves.
Yeah.
They don't have
I
like
would
a
say so.
crazy large circle of friends.
Yeah.
Whereas the Eastern European community's got Group A and Group B and Group C, and
Talk
we're so
for real.
busy, and you're always complaining about how busy you are.
Yep.
Get over it. You chose this life.
Facts.
My mother's more extroverted than my father is, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my dad's like super lone wolf. You know,
I feel like I've heard your dad talk like 5 times in my life.
He doesn't.
he's very in his own thing,
He's chilling.
but it seems really chill. Like I'm like, that looks sick.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of want to do that.
I love to have a chill.
I feel like
Just tell everyone to fuck off.
as I get older, I'm
Fuck
skewing.
off.
I'm skewing more introverted. Like I
Oh.
definitely find that I'm out now. I'm like, I don't want to see anyone.
Well, you know,
Just wanna do
inevitably, we're also getting older. You know, people are buying homes and getting in long-term relationships and going out and spending less money because they have less. And, you know, that does something to a person and you become less social.
Are you describing
Makes
me?
them soy.
Describing any
Soy?
given person.
Good going. What did Bruno post in chat?
I'm just letting you know it's not going to get any fucking better.
Yeah, no,
I don't think
I
it will.
feel that you guys
What was that,
went
goy?
last.
Goy slop. Goy slop.
You guys went to Marcus's last weekend. You guys are like, "Yo, come," and I'm like, "Got no desire." Literally just.
But we also
Fuck you,
we were
Marcus.
also doing we were also doing drugs.
Yeah, that was probably one of the bigger ones. I was like, I don't give a shit right now.
Should we give a quick summary to the people about a fucking failure that was?
What?
Yeah, I guess you do.
No way.
So we were excited, you know. Every time we do a little bit of Molly, we get excited, and so it's there's hype. There's hype building in the air.
degenerate.
And we have a dealer, and he's very reliable, and he's got good, as the kids say, good shit. And
What's his
we
name?
always get from him.
Put him on there.
Molly Jones. What'd you say?
Yeah, I know him too. Molly Jones?
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis.
His name in my phone is literally Molly. I don't know his name. Doesn't matter.
It's a bitch with no pants.
So then Molly gives us the stuff, and this time, typically he gives it to us in capsule form. That's good, and it's never disappointed, and it's always yellower, I would say, right? More beige, the powder,
I mean, brown.
brown, yeah.
It's brown.
And this time, it was like purple rock. It was in rock format because his capsule supplier had closed down shop, so he had nowhere to get capsules. So he gave us the pure rock form.
Jeez.
And the first kink in the plan was that it's really annoying to crush down rock. So we kind of beat it to death in a Ziploc bag with the back of a knife. And then we like had a scale and we were trying to put 0.08 grams into each cup and then make like a Molly water, a Molly Gatorade, which was already annoying as fuck to do for like 10, 11 people. And that was just frustrating. And then once we made 11 cups of what should have been so when he told me, I was picking up, he told me the rough quantity he would put in each capsule. And once I did that in the cups that we put, there was still 3.25 grams of like rock left, which means that I had actually only put effectively half of the normal dosage we did. But we didn't know because it looked different and we were kind of concerned. We don't want to fucking take too much.
But
So
I
we
don't
just-
think that's what it was. I think he gave us double the amount we asked for because he knew it was dog shit.
Probably. So then we took the first cup and no one felt anything. So then we double dosed, took again, like another same amount.
We waited like an hour
Yeah.
and 15 almost just
Yeah.
to be sure.
That we're still sober as fuck.
Because just melting it in liquid with no capsule and then drinking it should kick in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you double cup
So
with
we
the
doubled
scissor?
up.
Oh.
And again, we waited another 45 minutes and like everyone could kind of feel something. It was like a glimmer of something.
I saw some dilated pupils.
Yeah, a little bit of dilation going on.
But everyone was like,
But in terms of like sensation, it was like a 0.5 out of 10 experience. In terms of like feeling and very
0.5, so less than 1 out of 10.
It was
Yeah,
nothing.
like nothing.
It was nothing.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Effectively nothing.
sober.
Yeah.
It's placebo at that point.
Yeah, it literally thought it was placebo. And then at that point, we said, fuck it. And then I messaged the guy and I said, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, da-da-da, you got to take more. So we said, fuck it. We're not feeling anything. We dummied the whole bag. We killed the whole bag. And we re-upped and everyone took another drink. And now all the Molly's done. And again, we waited another 45 minutes and still nothing. No one felt
I did the math
anything.
and I took equivalent of
4 pills.
3.5 at least pills.
Yeah. Of the normal stuff that we
Which
did.
if we took that, if
We'd be fucking-
first weekend, whatever the other stuff, it'd be literally a wash.
Because you
Jeez.
did one, right? Yeah.
You might have done 2 that first time.
Yeah.
Lasagna!
Allegedly.
So yeah, allegedly. This is all alleged, by the way. All these stories are alleged
fictional stories.
These are fictional stories with fictional characters. But
My clone did.
Yeah.
no, the real Zach did it. This is clone Zach.
No, my clone did it.
Wait, so Marcus, what was the thing that you? So Marcus did some research to find out because we put 4 pills worth of something into our bodies, so we want to know what the fuck it was. Like, right? Like now we're like, what the fuck was that? And then Marcus found out it was what you probably read that article.
Well, all I did is I looked at that chart because we tested
it, yeah.
And it reacted to purple, which if you look at that chart, whatever with that reaction test that we have, purple is either MDMA, MDA, or MDE. And then I Googled those individually and was like reading up on them, and MDE just sounds like, I don't remember what it said, but like just, it sounded like that's what it was.
Yeah.
But even if it was that, it was bad, MDE.
Yeah. And probably cut with like cornstarch.
Because it said for MDE, it's like, oh, a typical dose is 200 milligrams, which like, we took, I guess, almost twice that, but we spread it out over the entire night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, it literally turned into, we drove an hour and a half to Marcus's parents' place to be sober for the night. And then by that, it was just.
And it's like, if we would have just had like 1 pill per person and you took that and you waited an hour and it didn't kick in, then it'd be like, okay, whatever. We don't really have a choice. Let's drink, let's smoke. But it was like, take some, wait an hour, take another dose,
wait an hour.
Jeez.
Take the rest, wait an hour, and then it's like 12:30, and then
you're
just
sober
for the
as
rest
fuck.
of the night, just hoping maybe after all this compiled dosage, at the 2-hour mark, it'll hit.
And then everyone gets tired, and then everyone goes to sleep.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it was. The night just like just faded out. Fuck, like a perfect setup. Everything else, all the other dominoes were aligned.
Was your dad there?
Yeah, you pop up.
Yeah, man.
You did it, right?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
For real?
Oh.
No. Fuck no. Absolutely not.
His dad's clone was there.
Oh! I know. There was this clone guy who took it with us the one time, and he did something that I've never seen anyone do. So normally when people are on Molly and they're tweaking, they clench their jaw so you chew gum. But this clone guy, he sucked in his fucking top lip over and over again, like this.
That was.
Could you? You were there, like, but you were sober. But what did the clone guy do?
Yeah.
My upper lip was fucked. It was like
He bit your lip too?
it was like it was humongous.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
How much did it hurt the next day?
It hurt a lot, and I chewed the insides of my cheeks open.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Both sides.
yeah,
Matt did that same thing. Matt had
was
like a
fucked.
sore jaw and like swollen inner cheeks for like a week.
yeah.
I've never had that happen.
Just hits people differently.
Well, I also drank a bunch too.
Yeah, you were very drunk.
That didn't help.
That
That
did
was
not
like probably the main thing.
Yeah.
Kills it.
Wait, you've only done it one time, right?
Just
Because you
one
had to
time.
leave the other time early, right? Wait, no.
Yeah, just one time.
But you were on my birthday last.
Yeah, I left early. I left the night before.
Yeah.
I didn't do it on a Sunday night and take off Monday. Like
Like a
normal fucking person. I went to work like a normal person.
Holy shit.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was fucking fascinating. I guess we hit a transition.
So does anyone else have a work debate they want to bring up?
Work debate. Actually, I had one that was funny. My old boss, he was like a very prim and proper guy. And the one day I showed up and I had a little bit of chest hair showing. So I had one button undone on my polo. And he gave me shit for it. I was like, okay, I thought so much a debate as it is. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Who cares about chest hair peeking? But have you ever had like a weird dress code violation at any job you had? Or
Yeah.
shit?
I don't know if we.
So you're
I think
telling
we.
me some soy boy was sad because
Oh,
your
man.
manly chest hair was showing?
I
understand.
guess so.
I
Wait, when
understand.
was this?
Like 2 years ago, right around when I started my current job.
I was gonna say, like, you don't go into work, do you?
Not anymore, no. I try to avoid it like the plague.
Yeah, I had a dress. Man, I've gone bitch so many times about dress code violation. Even though there was 8 people in the office, 5 of them had clothing from Valley Village. The other boss was a fucking mid-tier Guess and Calvin
yeah,
Klein,
yeah,
but
yeah.
from Winners. So
yeah.
fucking garbage tier at that point. And yeah, man, I came in, dress pants, tucked in turtleneck. I had my white leather sneakers, so
Stylish.
stylish,
Clean.
but not professional per se, right? Everyone's looking homeless in the office.
I like to
and-
think you walk into the office, walk by everybody, and just give them a little eye scan. This is Value Village. Guess.
I do.
Tier.
I do.
broke
Printers.
broke.
Broke. Socks.
Brenda, if you don't take off those pair of jeans, I swear to God, woman. Fucking Brenda. But yeah, so I got in shit multiple times because I wasn't in business attire in an office of 8 people where we didn't meet anybody externally. Like nobody, we didn't have meetings from other suppliers and shit, nothing. It's just 8 people in an office. Ghetto ass office too, if I must say. And I got in shit because why are you wearing a turtleneck?
Really? It was the turtleneck?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
turtleneck, really.
Chris, look at me. I'm wearing a dress shirt. I don't give a fuck. What?
Like,
You look-
number one, that's a golf shirt. Okay.
Number
No,
2, you doesn't fucking fit you. You look like shit. Like, fuck, man. Some busty ass, some from Valley Village, some loafers that didn't exist in the 70s. I'm tired, man. So I quit. No, I'm kidding. I got fired, but no, I don't, because I like to consider myself like I would never go in an office with ripped jeans or like a ripped t-shirt or some shit or like some.
You read the room.
Yeah, I read the room. Super unprofessional, right? So I tried to not even fucking middle ground. I tried to look presentable. Like I had dress pants tucked in with a belt, tucked in. Some days I did wear a dress shirt. Actually, wasn't enough. And for what reason? For what reason? I'm not working at RBC in the HQ in Toronto. I'm in fucking Cambridge, across where this fuck works. Soy boying my whole day.
So soy boying.
But yeah, no, I quit. Well, you know that story. I think we mentioned it before. But yeah, I got my boss got fired after me because there was a protest on he was a piece of shit on how he treated me, and so they fired him 3 months after I got fired.
Based on how he treated you?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that part. I thought it
I'm
was
sure they probably got some more in general, but like immediately after I got fired, one of my close friends that I worked with, he went to HR immediately. Two people went to HR immediately, spoke bad about him, blah blah blah, and I guess they got some more opinions around the office, and
We should find him.
guy was cut.
In real life.
Beat the fuck
in
out of
real
him.
life.
He's just like, he's just wearing his casual wear. It's like, look at me. I'm wearing.
Literally.
It's
Yeah.
like, that guy.
No, he said, look what I'm wearing, look what you're wearing. I'm looking at him, I'm like, you look like shit.
No bitches.
You know, bitches. Like the guy, he was the guy. He always complained about his wife,
Let me
his
picture. Yeah,
kids.
I guarantee you, this guy hasn't had sex in 4 years.
Correct.
Schlubby, overweight, balding.
Yep.
Like
You're hitting it. You're hitting
looks
it.
like fucking shit.
Yep.
Hates his life.
Yep.
Wife hates him.
Yep.
Kids hate him.
Yep.
And you know he takes it on you.
Correct.
Because you're there and you remind him of everything he's not. You got hair on your head. You're not fucking overweight.
Yeah.
You look like you have sex. It's just everything that he's not. He looks at you and he goes, and then he goes to the mirror at work and just goes, I hate myself.
I think when he left for work that morning, his wife gave him she tore apart his outfit.
Yeah.
And he came and he did this exact same
Yeah,
speech
yeah.
directly to you. You see what I'm wearing? It's professional.
Yeah. And then he went and looked at turtlenecks after. And he's like, you couldn't pull it off. Just look at him like,
Yeah.
nope, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this.
Those are the worst 3 months of my life. Literally.
You worked
Actually, it was
for
the
3 months.
best and worst 3 months. Best in the sense of I can't believe I actually got to experience like a shit manager. Like a shit. Like that's
Horrible
one
boss.
point out of
unironic horrible boss.
100 other points that I could bring up. It's a good experience.
I wouldn't even know how I would react to that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
And that's the thing. Like
Just
I'm
what do you mean?
I'm young. I just pretty much got out of school. Like this is, I think it was my second full-time job. Like I'm not trying to fuck it up, right? Like I'm trying to grow in the world, move my way up the ladder, all that shit, right? And so I didn't talk back, right? But now, if that shit ever happens to me again, I will actually talk back because I'm not dealing with that shit again.
Should come to work every day in progressively worse outfits.
Yeah. You start coming in wife beaters and fucking
Well, he started making
Greasy white.
spaghetti stained wife beaters.
he started making me come in at 8 a.m. instead of 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So the first week I came in at 8 a.m. Second week I told him 8:15. Oh, he did not like that. Man was cheap.
15.
He's like, you need to come at 8 a.m. because I don't know how to do my job. Like, that's pretty much how it was. He's like, I'm supposed to give him the details, even though he can fucking do it himself. He's just a lazy piece of shit. And yeah, he used to. That's why I had to come in an hour early every morning, because he didn't know what to present to his team because he's a lasagna.
A fucking lasagna.
Man.
Have you ever gotten in shit at your job or no?
No.
Damn. That's good. That's quite impressive.
Sorry. And did you wear this to work?
I literally came from work.
If I wore that, I'd literally get fired on the spot.
Because it's casual,
Yeah.
but it's got the insignia on it, so it's chill. No, seriously.
Do you?
No, literally.
Can you only
business
wear
casual?
insignia?
No, business casual or
Merch?
the brand.
Or
yeah.
merch? Okay.
No way.
Okay.
Do you get steep discounts on it?
I get free.
What? Give me a fucking sweater. I'll wear it every time I drive.
5 things a year.
5 things. Holy shit.
5 things.
Oh my
Five
God, dude.
5 whole things.
Got still 70 hours works of paying off.
Yes.
70 hours. Fuck.
So,
myself.
yeah, you best believe I'm keeping all of them for myself.
Can you flip them on the black market?
drive around.
Told you I'm keeping them for myself.
Have you ever gotten in trouble at work? At any of your jobs?
Trouble? Not really.
I've gotten.
Trouble.
Did I ever tell a story about how I got like written up and almost fired?
Jeez.
Well, like,
At your
my
previous job?
Yeah, my whole like arc of
I
being
don't
a.
think so.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. I don't remember the exact story.
It's because he doesn't talk about this kind of stuff. Like all of a sudden he just had a new job and then I knew. You know?
Literally.
It's like he sets up his life. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, I got to tell you some shit.
Yeah, literally. No, you're exactly correct.
All right. Where do I begin?
It's been 2 years since you had that last job,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
we're finding out.
Yeah. It's like, wait, you had a different job? No.
So at my old job, it was. I feel like I've told this story, but I don't know. Well, I'll tell it
Do
again.
a little vague summary.
I worked at a giant insurance company that shall not be named. Fuck you, Allianz.
Yeah.
And there was like 30 people in the finance department. And it was largely chill at first because I was a co-op student and it was easy. And then I got hired full time and it was still easy. And I had the director of finance was like my homeboy. Like we were chill as fuck. He was like 50, divorced, and all we did every day was talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Every single day at that job for like 8 months, I would play Call of Duty Black Ops 3 after work for 4 hours. And the next morning I'd go to work and I'd go to his office at like 9 o'clock. And at 11 o'clock I'd come out and we had just talked like 2 hours of strategy and like what we leveled up, what guns we're using, what map strategy, everything. And it was awesome. And then there was a project that he was working on that he kind of started teaching me. And keep in mind, like this guy's like 50 years old, director of finance, very intelligent, like knew a lot about like the data and everything that we were doing. And he starts kind of training me and he goes, but don't worry about this stuff because something new should be coming soon. And like, this will be wiped away. So like, just do it in the meanwhile, but it'll be fine. And that's what he kept telling me over and over again. I was like, okay, I believe this man. Like he's smart as fuck. And then eventually he put his resignation in. He was going to work somewhere else. And he pulls me into his office and he goes, hey, just a heads up. That thing that you've been working on, they should still be replacing it someday soon. But like, here's some more information about it. And effectively what I'm going to tell you is that, because at this point, all it was like 2 giant sets of data and I had to like bridge it. But there was no common bridge. There was no element I could like pool the data together with. And it was like millions of rows of old fucking data. And there was no way to connect it. And he's like, yeah, so like I've done everything that I can and there's no possible way to, with this much data, to connect it. And like, mind you, he's smart as fuck. So I'm like, if he can't do it, I'm not even gonna bother trying. I still don't think you could have done it. But he pretty much just told me that it's dead on arrival and like, keep doing it the way I told you how to do it. It's never gonna be perfect and it's gonna always have mistakes, but like those are negligible over time because we're gonna get rid of it eventually. And so he leaves, and for like another year or two, I keep doing it, but it kind of, all those small errors kind of keep pooling up. And all of a sudden there's like this outstanding amount of money that's kind of hanging over my head. And everyone's like, Patrick, you've been doing this for 2 years. Why is it not fixed yet? And I kept telling them, I kind of gave like half-assed excuses before, because I didn't think they would believe me if I told them that it was impossible, right? And then eventually I got pulled into my fucking like, there was a new VP of finance, and it was my manager and the VP of finance, and I get pulled into the office, and there's a piece of paper in front of me. They're like, "Can you sign this?" And it was like, I literally look at it. It's like formal, like performance evaluation, like assessment, and I was like being like written up essentially. And I'm like in there with them, and they're like, "So again, like, why is nothing?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've never told you guys this, but the guy who gave me this thing told me it's impossible. It cannot be done. It cannot be fixed. Everything that I'm doing is just propping it alive until we get something better to replace it." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Here is this data set here." And I was like, I drew it on piece of paper. I'm like, "There's data A and data B. Find me a link." And they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Exactly. You can't, because it's impossible." And they're like, "Okay, well, like, just try your best." Blah, blah, blah. And like, that was it. I left the fucking office, and I think I told you that, like, I got a raise after that, which was funny. I got a raise right after I got like written out by HR. But then I had a friend who I was close with, who had access to some like archived documents, and he had one. He's like, "Yo, you're gonna get fired." And I'm like, "What?"
I remember this. I know this one.
And then I'm like, "No way." And I was like, "Show me." And then he pulls out the document. It's like locked behind the password, and it's like the next 3 employees to be like terminated is and there was my name. I was like, "Oh fuck, they are gonna get rid of me." And that's when I saw that, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna start looking for a new job." And I got out of there. But like,
write that down.
To,
The next employee.
yeah.
to be
Like
terminated.
that's how big companies work, right? They got
People
like, they got a
I
plan.
hate.
Yeah, literally. It was really a death note, man. But yeah, no, and at that job, I got in trouble for listening to music and podcasts. So then it literally felt like I was in high school again, and I was the bad kid. And I had a desk that was facing a wall behind me. So no one was behind me, and it was a kind of a cubicle farm. So I would just like browse Reddit all day long and listen to podcasts and music and watch videos. And they kind of knew that I was fucking the dog. So then my manager literally moved me into her cubicle. Like, they literally, you know, when the teacher puts you at the front of the desk with her, that's literally what happened to me as a grown ass man. And I still fucked around. Every time she would leave or get up from her desk, I'd be fucking on fucking Reddit. And
What did you get written up for though? Like what?
I just
like,
got written up for like, essentially, like, I guess they were on me about this task so much, and it was kind of like, why is this not fixed, like reconciled? Like, I was supposed to like make this data clean. There was supposed to be no discrepancy.
Yeah.
And that it was impossible. So that's what they wrote me up for.
But it couldn't be done.
It could not be done. I also started taking, like, we had half an hour for lunch, and I started taking an hour for lunch. I would just walk to Value Village and go to Value Village for an hour.
Yeah.
I did that every day, and then eventually she's like, "Okay." She had a meeting with me. She's like, "Okay, you've been gone for your desk for a long time," and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta walk. And then she's like, "You can't be doing that." I was like, "Okay." So I stopped for a couple months, and then I just started taking huge shits. So instead of taking half an hour, I would take a half an hour walk to Value Village, and I would take 2 half-an-hour shits throughout the day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And then she goes, "So I want to talk to you about your bathroom breaks. They're really long." And I was like,
No.
I was like, "I have Crohn's." And she's like, I was like, "I have Crohn's disease." And I was like, "I have to use the bathroom, and it's not very easy for me." She's like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got diagnosed. I probably do have like ass cancer as a result of that. But whatever. It is what it is."
Oh my god.
And
Did you just make that on the spot? Like when you were there?
That was the only like pool related fucking disease I knew. I'm not even sure if Crohn's is like if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm a diabetic." Like, what? Like, yeah, that's the issue. So
Asperger's.
I'm sorry.
We know.
I have autism.
I have autism. They're like, we know.
Oh,
Trying to think of what other shit I got in trouble for. Yeah, long breaks, long shit breaks. But like having a grown woman who's like 55 years old tell you that you've been in the bathroom for too long is such a comedic thing. Sorry, you've been taking too long of poopies, and I'm like, I take big poopies. Sorry, my butthole explode. Yeah, that was a fun job. And then at my current job, my old boss gave me shit a few times actually, because he was like hyper intelligent and knew when I was like not on my best behavior, and he'd be like, yeah, like your shirt's not buttoned up, or you're like leaving 5 minutes early.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he's like, you're coming in a bit late. And then, and then he's gone now. Now I'm a degenerate, but I got my shit done. Doesn't matter.
I used to be a manager, so I was always like saying that shit to people, you know.
Mm.
You have to fire someone? Did you ever have to?
A couple times, yeah.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
And? Tell us story.
I don't know.
At your
it's just-
previous job?
Yeah. It's not the craziest thing.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Firing someone is
Here,
crazy.
let's reenact
Do you have
it.
power, Zach?
Not anymore. Thank God.
Thank God. Eh?
Reenact it. You pulled me in the office. I sit down.
Okay.
So,
typically this is how it goes.
What's this about?
So typically this is how it goes, okay? Leading up to this event, there's 3+ incidents that I have logged
So you're a narc.
and their conversations.
People hate you.
Yeah.
So let's
So you
say,
suck, dude.
Let's say
So
I just
fucking
walked
what?
out of the washroom.
There's two kinds of people in this world, winners and losers. No, I'm just joking.
So let's say I just walked out of the washroom. You go, you were in there quite a while. I go, yeah, I got Crohn's.
Sorry. See, picks a bad
Logs
situation.
it down.
Typically, it was like showing up to work late periodically or absenteeism without notification,
Crohn's.
in which you
And
wouldn't
Crohn's.
show up,
Wait, what?
wouldn't tell me.
That's actually crazy. I've never done it before.
Wait, say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Just
Who
don't
the
show
fuck
up.
doesn't
Yeah,
show up
that's
to
true.
work and doesn't tell you?
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty messed up. I
Okay,
agree with
so
that.
this has happened 3 times. All right.
Yeah.
And the next day after this happens, I go, Marcus, hey, this is what happened, right? That's not acceptable. I have the plans made for the day. It needs X amount of people, and we were -1 for that. We didn't complete our goals. Okay.
They didn't say that.
Do you understand? Like, yes. I'm sorry. I'm going to work on it. Okay. Sounds great. And then I'd send a follow-up email of the conversation to that person. Because if I ever ended up firing that person, everything was well documented. So after 3 of these, it's like, okay, this has been happening such and such time after time. You've said that you're going to improve each time. You've said you've understood. You've received it in writing. Like, there's nothing else we can do at this point. We're letting you go. That's how it happens.
Was that severance package nice? I have 3 kids.
Typically.
I have 3 kids.
Yeah, okay. Well, you should have told me that you were going to fucking come to work because of your kids.
Yeah.
Hi, Zach. My kid's sick. I'm taking a sick day. Okay, great. Awesome.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
That's just like incompetence.
Yeah, it is straight
Yeah, I
up.
agree.
Yeah,
I've
so I
never-
fired for incompetence
Has anyone
before, yes.
ever not shown up to work without?
No, without saying anything.
Yeah, no way. No.
Actually,
One
I did
time.
that. I did that.
What?
Yeah.
At my old job.
At my old
That
job.
was another time I got written up.
Wait, where?
At my old job.
Are you?
I went to Thailand. I booked the trip, so I only had.
It was across the world.
Hey, are you coming in today? You answer the phone in the background. There's chickens here like a fucking market.
I only had 2 weeks vacation, and I booked the trip for 3.
Nice one.
And then
Oh.
I just didn't tell anyone, and I said I was going to be back, and then I get an email from my boss. I'm literally across the world in Bangkok, and she goes, "Are you coming in today?" And I was like, "Sorry, my flight got canceled." And she's like, "Oh, so you can be in tomorrow?" I was like, "No, it's gotten delayed real bad. I'll be in next week."
You fucking lied?
Got delayed.
You
real
lied.
bad.
That
Yeah,
was
there's
delayed
flights
a
in
week.
a week. I just didn't like the second they just didn't believe me about the fucking about like if you the fact that you didn't believe me that this task is impossible and you just are gonna think I'm stupid because of it pissed me off so much. I was like, I don't fuck you then, okay?
That's fair.
I'm not gonna do
No,
shit for you.
I'm with that. I'm with
Yeah,
that.
my flight's delayed. They're building the plane right now.
Wow.
Actually, they're building the airport right now. They should have it done in the next 2 to 3 months.
So good.
That's jokes as fuck. So you
Get
take
a
an extra
picture.
week.
Yo, get a picture
Yeah.
of Google.
And I got paid for it still.
Putting 2x4s together.
Incredible.
They never fucking did anything.
The plane comes out wooden.
Also, when I left, they paid me an extra week. I didn't say shit. I'll take your money. And
Yeah,
I'll
no.
walk right away with it.
I wouldn't say anything.
But that environment was so bizarre because a 700 person office is so fucking dystopian. It was like a warehouse.
700 people there.
Yeah, 700 like fucking.
Can we just put on
40.
suits and go just walk in
Yeah.
that building
Jesus
and just
Christ,
sit
I'd
at
like-
desks? And
It's gone now. They moved buildings.
Was there
I had like
security?
200.
There was a secure revolving door.
So like you beep your badge, it unlocks.
Yeah,
And so you couldn't just put on a suit and just go
No, you
walk
could
around.
not.
Same with my place.
Yo, the corporate
I don't know.
corporate
That's probably
lifestyle
right.
it's insane to think about.
Well,
it's
it is.
scary, man.
It
It is.
You probably have more than 700 people actually.
You ever watch Severance?
no, but it's on my list. Don't spoil it.
Dude, it's
No, I haven't.
fantastic. Have you ever seen Severance?
I have not, but it's literally at the top of my list.
Uh,
I mean, apparently it's amazing, right?
Yeah, it's great because it's completely relatable by all you fucking absolute
Wages.
wagey
Is it,
fucks.
Netflix?
No, it's Apple TV. That's why nobody's watched it.
Shh, that sounds good.
But you get like a free trial period, so you can definitely finish it within the free trial period.
I high key might actually check that out tonight. I'm
Do
not
it.
even kidding.
You know the concept, right?
Don't tell him.
No, I don't. I don't know anything. This is the
Don't
first time. I'm
Go
assuming
home
it's
and
similar
watch
to what we're speaking
Severance.
about.
Take the free trial, book everything off, don't go into work, and don't fucking tell them,
Gonna
and
link
watch
stream it.
Severance. You're welcome.
So what you have more than 700 people in your office though, right?
Not in my office,
Not in not
but
in the
at
office.
the place, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's operations, there's
Yeah.
quality, there's engineering, there's tons of departments.
Do you guys ever have like company-wide meetings at like a theater or something, or like a fucking event hall?
Oh,
Ah,
I did.
Do you have company Christmas parties?
no.
What?
I know. I was like,
I'm surprised
you'd
by
think that would happen, but I think
I
there's
would.
just too many people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
there is.
Post a private one.
Like, yeah, see, that's what I was
Special invite
expecting,
only.
like a Bigamans thing, right?
Mm.
But no. And I've never been to a company-wide meeting, but I mean, we definitely have multi-department meetings on Teams where everybody sits there with their fucking headset on and it just goes crazy, you know? There's that for sure, right? Because you can have as many people as you want at those.
Yeah.
Yo, the most dystopian thing I experience or see is just 5 p.m. traffic. It's like look at
is. It's cringe.
all of us.
It's cringe.
just living life, going to work because we need to fucking live,
Yeah.
and this is where we end up. 1 hour in traffic.
Yeah, miserable in a fucking box,
Yeah.
listening to other rich people. There's
Yeah.
not a single person you listen to in your car that's not rich.
Ooh, shit, that's a good one. Wow,
Think about it.
that's a good one.
You're just consuming.
Not true.
Because you've listened to this podcast before.
I listen to a
Because
lot.
I listen to Shitpost HQ and those guys are poor.
I listen
Just
to
like
a lot
you.
of artists that aren't rich.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was not
Yeah,
rich?
no, okay, yeah,
Dude,
no,
there's so many bands that are so poor.
it's true.
Well, just because you
It's
get
true.
signed one time doesn't mean you're rich
No, okay,
automatically.
they're not rich, but inherently they're probably making like 60 grand a year. I would love to be a middle class artist.
You'd think.
How much do you think Peach Pit makes?
Peach Pitch is rich.
Well,
I don't know.
Not rich. Not rich. Sorry, not rich.
You
But
know
they're
what, though?
above 60 grand.
they're a touring band with 2 albums, right? 3?
Yeah. 3?
2 albums, 1 EP.
Yeah,
Something
that's
like that.
about right. So they have enough content to play all night and they can play across the country. That's enough to live. But I don't think that they're rich. But
No,
you know what?
rich is a relative term.
No,
They
not
sold
rich.
tickets. If you sell tickets, that's where you make the money.
Yes.
You're not making it from your music.
Correct.
Because there's services that fucking take all of it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, love Spotify. My favorite thing ever. It's amazing.
You make no money.
They
on it.
just don't pay their
No, they don't pay
artists.
shit. They don't pay shit.
Right?
But
The other thing you have
compared
to-
back in the day. What?
The other thing you gotta consider is they're a band,
Yeah.
so they have multiple members.
Yeah, there's like
where they have to
4 of
split
them.
profits. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I never always wonder how it works with a band.
Well, I'm in a band. like we,
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
we played a show and it's just like, oh, it's like $300, like solid. But there's 4 of us.
Is it equal between you and your members, or
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like oh, he
100%.
sings more, so he gets paid
You know
more.
what? You're right. It's always even.
Okay.
Like in every band that I've ever been in,
Okay,
unless you're filling in. Like if somebody else's band is a thing and you're filling in, you probably get less of a cut, unless you were hired to do so and you agree on a different rate.
okay,
Yeah.
But like that's atypical, you know.
right.
Like a lot of the times you see bands these days, they're like friends or they've met for that reason, you know, it's not like a incomplete band with like a bunch of music and then you just hire like a drummer. Like it happens though. It does. But usually it's split evenly.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, $300 night. That's sick, right? What did I pay in gas to get there, and how many hours did I play?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's over $30 an hour, then it's good because it's what I like to do.
Yeah.
So
You enjoy it as well. So
yeah, if it's big money, then it's great.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you play for free.
Yeah.
Because it's what you like to do. So,
Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So it really depends.
I'm gonna ask you some more questions about your band
Position.
What's the biggest venue you've played, and what's the most your band or any one of your bands have been paid for a gig?
If you're okay sharing that information.
I don't give a fuck if he's okay with it, Chris. He's gonna tell us.
Biggest venue wasn't a venue. It was a
Or
music.
head count, I
It was a
guess.
music festival.
Oh shit!
Burlington Sound and Music Festival.
That was this summer, was it not?
Well, it's every June.
Huh.
It's in Burlington. If you can imagine, it's in Burlington. And there's a lot of people. Like everybody goes because there's a lot of the content's free, and then I imagine you can pay for like a premium ticket to see certain things. But I think it's generally pretty free, and there's multiple stages.
Isn't there like actually like some big names that go to that too? Like classic rock
like-
names?
Well, like Arkells play it.
Yeah.
Like Colorado played it. Carly Rae Jepsen played it. You know, like some pretty famous people.
Yeah.
But it's not like the craziest thing ever. It's a free festival.
Yeah.
Right. It's a free festival on Lakeshore, so they're still like, they don't deck out the headlines.
Yeah.
Because you're not paying $200 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody was paying $100, $200 to go,
Did they pay you?
yes.
Oh sure.
Yeah. And again, it was like $100 a head, really, at the end of it. But like you're only playing like an hour.
That's pretty
You
good.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And okay, so when you play a show, you still get nervous. Who do you focus on in the crowd? Or do you focus on the bass? So Zach, tell the people what you do.
Yeah, man.
No one has. We've never went to Zach's musician arc.
Zach's
true.
time.
well, fuck.
Time to shine, boyo.
You know, I'll say it's because, well, fuck, you never asked. Anyways, it's the truth. Known these guys some of these guys almost 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so play bass, sing backup in a band. That's my thing. Really like it. Play a Rickenbacker 4003 Fire Glow. It's beautiful.
So our huge bass heads out there, leave a like if you're a huge bass head.
And yeah, I generally not nervous to play, but it really depends. Like I played a show last week, but it was a sports bar. It was full, but it was a sports bar. You know, people don't go there to see you generally.
Right. Yeah.
Generally, people go to get drunk, listen to some music, watch some shit on TV. You've been to Fox and Phil a million times, Pub on King, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And there's been bands there, right? They play songs that you want to hear, right? So we do like a mix of songs that you know, and then a mix of songs that are just our own, right? Because generally it all fits a common theme, which is based around kind of like the genre that we play. So generally not nervous because we've practiced quite a bit. Like I know the set, I know all the songs. But if it's a show that like you're playing a venue where people are coming to see you, that's when it's a little more nerve-wracking because you feel like you need to
Perform.
Yeah. Of
you need
course.
to perform. People are literally coming to see you.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be standing in the crowd watching you as opposed to sitting at a bar having a good time with their friends. They hear a song they like, they go, fuck yeah. And then they go back to having a good time with their friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that crowd is sick to play for.
Yeah,
They love the tunes. They have a great time. They always come up to you. They're drunk at the end. They're like, fuck, dude, that was so awesome. They shake your hand. It's
That's
great.
sweet.
You know, like, and like they call out, they say, do you know this one? And you're like, yeah, we do. And then like, it's hype enough. Like, you know, when you tell your friends, hey, we're playing here, and then they come to see you, it's like, well, you want to play well, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to put on a good show. So yeah, those I get a little more nervous for, I would say. But usually they have better sounds at those, like at a venue. Like there's better sound, you know, better equipment.
Yeah.
So you sound generally pretty good. Yeah.
Do you,
Go ahead.
do you aspire, like as a part-time gig right now, right? Like,
Yes.
is your dream to actually like fulfill that like as like a full-time career? with the band or
No.
no? Okay, so all right.
Really?
Just do it for fun, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it for fun. If anything ever happened, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I just like doing it.
Plug the band.
Yeah, they'd
Perfect.
be pissed
Why?
What?
because they want to do that.
Oh.
They want to be.
No, plug it. Do you have Spotify?
Oh no, I'm just saying like they want to be huge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like they
could
want
play
to
at
they
your
want to do that full time.
Christmas party.
Well, I would like to play music full time. Absolutely. It's just it's difficult.
It is
right?
nearly
Yeah.
impossible.
You got to have like that 1% that will make it. You know, you can be 99% good, but not have that 1% thing that makes people like love it.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to it.
So you got to have that. You got to be able to set aside all of your plans, like say
All
literally
the
fuck
time.
everyone
Yeah.
and play constantly. You're going to be practicing every day. You got to be practicing on the weekends, and you got to be going on tour if you want to make money because
Yeah.
like selling tickets is how you make your money.
Yep.
You're not going to make your music by selling CDs anymore.
Yeah.
You're fucking not,
No.
right?
Absolutely not.
You get listens on Spotify, cool. You get your 2 cents a month in the mail because I'm pretty sure they still mail it.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some checks like floating around like
Yeah, yeah.
Instagram. Just
Yeah.
like LOL.
And it's like 136.
Yeah, woo, baby.
Yeah. So I can't realistically see that happening. You know what I mean? But I love doing it. It makes me feel normal. It's like the most normal thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's my thing to do. It's a damn good hobby to have.
It is.
Yeah.
People don't have
Interesting.
hobbies these
No, they
days.
don't.
That's facts.
So
I just think about hanging myself. That's my hobby. My hobby is delaying my suicide every day. So that's good.
What were
When
gonna
you
ask
go
me?
to a venue, how much of your own gear do you have to bring?
best part about being a bassist.
Just your
Usually there's another band there with a bass amp.
Oh.
So I reach out to them or the venue even. Hey, what do you got for a bass rig? And they say this and they send a picture. I'm like, mind if I borrow it? And they're like, sure. All I got to do, bring my bass, plug it in, I'm ready to go.
But if
Nice.
you're a drummer, you got to bring a fucking van full of your drum kit?
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Yeah, worst case, I bring my bass amp. Wah wah. It's like I lift that. It's two hands. I got bass amp. Set that up. Set this up. Usually a guitar stand so I can put it down
Mm-hmm.
instead of carrying it around, or like you can't lay it down. Like it needs to sit in the stand, right? So it's really not that much. Kevin has both microphones, so he even brings that, and typically has all of the wires and like the speakers, the PA system, everything like that, the soundboard, everything like that. So it's not a lot for me, but I still obviously help set up, tear down, stuff like that too, right? Yeah, the drums is like the whole thing. You gotta bring everything.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The one thing that we don't do that's like you see people go so hard for is like they mic the drums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
It's interesting. Like we've done it a few times and it's worth it. It's just like you need mic drums, or drum mics. Sorry.
I don't even know what that is. To be
you put,
honest.
a mic
you put like
by the drum.
microphones on each drum,
Okay.
and then you like equalize it through the soundboard so that everyone's like.
So it's not overbearing.
Yeah, and you do like a sound check, right? So that all your levels are good. Then
That's
you,
pretty
Then you
sick.
put your shit down. You go have a couple drinks, some dinner. People show up. You go on stage. Everybody literally turns on, and everything's already set,
That's sweet.
sound wise, right? And then you just have the guy behind the sound that's like tweaking it during your first song, kind of thing. So you go into it with the best chances already,
Do you ever... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Do you find there's a correct amount of drinks that helps you like get into a better flow state? Like
Two.
1 or 2 drinks?
100%.
Yeah.
That's
you,
my
you
number.
don't
Yeah.
perform sober?
Drinks.
I go have 2 drinks and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like loose enough, but I'm not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect performance.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck with my voice. It's like I'm just at the right spot.
Yeah, I feel that. That's a good number. Yeah.
If I have more than that, I'm screwing up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about my footwork instead of like just using my space. And then, yeah, not enough is just like, I should probably have 2.
Yeah. What are those 2 drinks? Where are those 2 drinks?
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn, that's so interesting. It's funny to me because I think that singing and performing is like so mortifying. But that's also because I'm tone deaf and I cannot sing. I've always wanted to perform in front of a crowd. Like I've always wanted like a stand-up special. Not even stand-up, more like a Bo Burnham performance art type thing in front of a crowd. I think it'd be fun. But when I think about music, I think if I was a musician and I was famous, I think that's easy. Because if you have a crowd full of people who desire to be there for you, it's chill. They're there for you. And no matter what you do, they'll eat it. They'll eat it up. But I think it'd be so frightening to be a musician on the come up or a band on the come up where you haven't earned everyone's respect. People at the show might not know who you are, so you cannot fuck up. And like you are being like judged to a higher standard than like no one has like hard eye goggles for you. No one knows who you are. That's fucking scary to me. Like fucking Steph sang at the wedding I was at.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's like,
That was good.
How the fuck do you like do that in front of so many people? It was like a 150 person wedding, and she went up during karaoke, and I was like, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Absolutely, that's messed.
It's interesting. Like when I started, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was also the same age that oral presentations were terrifying. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, except like it's more vulnerable because it's something that you care about, as opposed to like Charles Darwin invented evolution, and you know, it's not like that. It's like something that you're literally like you're very
Passionate.
Yeah, well, yeah, and vulnerable about. You know, like you're like,
That's fair.
I'm gonna put something out there that I wouldn't normally put out there in front of strangers.
Yeah.
So absolutely, you know. But you know, after a while, it's just like
Fuck it.
if you've practiced enough, and you like you know based on because we're very critical with each other, right? Which also is hard to do because it's a vulnerable thing to do. It's like if we turn off this podcast and I was like, "Hey Pat, you're garbage during the whole fucking show," you'd probably be actually like pretty upset because
like, oh,
he's
fuck.
worked really hard on this. You know what I mean? But you know, like you get enough of that feedback from the people you play with, the people that you play in front of, and then eventually it's just like,
okay, it's fine.
I know it's good enough. It's good enough. If some guy came in here that doesn't give a fuck about music, he's not going to turn around and be like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah.
He's going to just tune it out.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to, that's where I want to be, you know?
I want to be tuned out.
That's pretty good. I guess we can call it there. That was a little music arc. Zach's hidden. So for context, that was clone Zach. The real Zach has no hobbies. He's a fucking loser.
Yeah, he's a total fucking loser.
Honestly, I never liked Zach.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. Clone Zach's way cooler.
Yeah, it's okay. Sweet.
I locked him up a long time ago. He'll never get out.
Thanks for watching this episode, folks. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and
Subscribe.
I'm gonna shit my pants if I do that. Bye-bye.